Salamta Tena Yestilin. This is your Wyndham Hezekiah, and I was reporting on some study that I've been coming across. I've been busy on with a little law, but of course going to looking over the 1955 Revised Constitution of Ethiopia. Found something very interesting, and just in Article 1, it reads, as we see, the Empire of Ethiopia comprises all the territories, including the islands and the territorial waters, under the sovereignty of the Ethiopian crown. Its sovereignty and territory are indivisible. Its territories and the sovereign rights therein are inalienable. All Ethiopian subjects, whether living within or without the empire, constitute the Ethiopian people. Which, reading that, brings me to the scripture of Amos 9:7 of, "Are we not the children of the Ethiopians?" Just as a paraphrase. Also, just reading that, it also reveals that the empire of Ethiopia spreads throughout the earth, the globe. And then just going over as just studying a little bit of actual law or letter of the law. This regards agents who make presumptions over citizenship status, which also causes them to exceed jurisdiction, which means authority or control over someone. So they think that they may have control over I and I. At the revolution, the sovereignty devolved on the people, and they are truly the sovereigns of the country. But they are sovereigns without subjects, with none to govern but themselves. This is a case, Chisholm versus Georgia, U.S. 2, Dallas 419, 454. First limited edition 440, 455 at Dallas, 1793, pages 471 through 472. The people of this state, as the successors of its former sovereign, are entitled to all the rights which formerly belonged to the king by his prerogative. That is Lansing v. Smith for Wynn, 9 New York, 1829, 21 American, decision 8910 C, construction law, section 298, 18C, EM, DOM, section 3, 228, 37C, no, section 167. Found that interesting just for the fact that it says all rights which formerly belonged to the king by his prerogative, or the people of the state, as a successor of its former sovereign, are entitled to all the rights which formerly belonged to the king. And who is this king? King of glory, Yahweh, Haile Selassie. A consequence of this prerogative is the legal ubiquity of the king. Legal ubiquity, the state or capacity of being everywhere, especially at the same time. Omnipresence, omnipotent. His Majesty in the eye of the law is always present in all his courts, though he cannot personally distribute justice. That is Fortis 8.2 Institute 186. His judges are the mirror by which the king's image is reflected. First Blackstone Commentary, 270, Chapter 7, Section 379. Just found that very interesting, just to see that as in the beginning of the Constitution, but before the written Constitution, was the feather in the gas, which was an oral, in the beginning was the word, so just off of the word and the know is how we operated. And then came the written word, written law. So I found that interesting, just to show, even in the American American law or case law, it speaks of His Majesty and the King, which only king, the King of Kings, is Emperor Ethiopia, Emperor Haile Selassie the first. And just reading, after going through that, just came across a couple scriptures, which is 2 Peter 1:16. For we have not followed cunningly devised fables, we made known to you the power and coming of our Adonai Jesus Christos, but were eyewitnesses of His Majesty. And also Isaiah 2:19, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth, for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of His Majesty, when He arises to shake terribly the earth, which is part of the prophecy that has been fulfilled and is still present and availed to see. So it's just an interesting, which also goes into this Torah portion on the commands, and also how it goes also into by abiding the commands that we inherit the land, and as people, which we know we are sovereign, that we inherit the blessings of our Father and what He's promised us to be or to receive. And on that note, I'm going to yield for now and get into some more, and watch out for the next video. Till then, shalom, peace and blessing to your household and all that may come to you. In Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christos, we give thanks and praise.